Hello. I think I'm an INFJ type, but I read online descriptions of INFJs and I can identify with those descriptions, but as an INFJ, I don't feel I have a direction or goal in life. I don't have any passion, or I don't have any words of wisdom. I am only interested in self-awareness, self-development. I have many things to tell. Nothing much is going on in my life. I am living in my own flat. I don't have a girlfriend. I had a few friends from college, but most of them I do not see or hang out with anymore. So in weekdays I go to work, whereas in the weekends I do not go out that much, just for running or shopping. So nothing much has been going on in my life for the last 10 years or so. So I don't have any stories to tell. So I was wondering why I am like this. I am wondering why I am like this. My head feels like empty. My heart also feels like empty. I am like a husk in some respects. There is this descriptions at 16 personality site. INFJ the advocate. I tend to believe that nothing would help the world so much as using love and compassion to soften the hearts of tyrants. I don't agree with this. Tyrants' hearts cannot be softened. It's rather we need a system that would prevent tyrants from grasping power. Tyrants or power mongers will always try to accumulate power on themselves. So we need a system that can run without the need for tyrants or dictators or power-hungry leaders, and that a system that would prevent them from gaining power, grasping power. I think that would require some kind of hive mind, some superego, some kind of system that all people could be connected to, so that we would no longer be acting as individuals cut off from each other, and it would be harder for tyrants to grasp power in a system where everyone is connected to each other somehow, their thoughts. Actually, this reminds me this clip. The Protos clip from
is our heritage.
The Aeon of Strife is also our heritage. We do not cling to it or want its return. We acted no better than animals and nearly drowned ire in our own blood.
But from that conflict, the great Cause opened our minds. He brought us the glory of the Kala. And our every emotion, our every thought became as one. With the Kala, we found unity. We rose from our failings. We made Ire a beacon of progress in the galaxy. The envy of the stars.
So something like that. So I do not agree with this softening the hearts of tyrants description. I think this perhaps might be done by an INFP or ISFP perhaps. And the tyrants here could be the ENTJ and ESTJ. I disagree with the examples here. Martin Luther King, I think, was an ENFJ. Nelson Mandela, ENFJ. Mother Teresa, I don't know, ESFJ perhaps, or an ISFJ. Alanis Morissette, an ISFP perhaps. Jimmy Carter, I don't know, but certainly not an INFJ, perhaps ESFJ. Nicole Kidman, an ISFP or an ESFJ. Goethe, I don't know. Morgan Freeman, ENFJ. Jon Snow, ISFJ. James Wilson, INFJ, I guess. Aragorn, ISFJ. Galadriel, ENFJ. Michael Scofield, ISFP, perhaps, or ISTP, probably ISFP. Rose Bukatir, and I don't know. Desmond Hume, I don't know, but ISFJ is possible. Aramis, I am not sure. So many of these are not INFJs. There is quite confusion in these web pages. What does it say about strengths and weaknesses? Creative, yes. Insightful, yes. Inspiring and convincing. Perhaps in writing. Decisive. Because INFJs have inferior SE, they do not have that much impact and presence in the world. So ENFJs can impact the world much stronger than an INFJ. INFJ perhaps can leave some kind of work that would serve as an example for future generations, something that the future generations can grasp the value of. Determined and passionate, yes. Altruistic to some extent, yes. Weaknesses, sensitive, yes, because we have low SE. We are quickly affected by external sensory information. Extremely private. Yes, private, like an introvert, not extremely, but perfectionistic, yes, that is because of dominant NI. And INHS too often drop or ignore health and productive situations and relationships, always believing there might be a better option down the road. No, this is not correct. This sounds like something any dominant types do. INFJs as an I avoid risks, so I avoid getting into relationships that I foresee that the relationship won't work. So I do not wait something better. I wait for something appropriate for me. And it's not, there aren't many opportunities that's appropriate for me in real life, because I am compatible with any dominant type, and as an INFJ male I need to find an ENTP female, which are quite rare, so the possibility that I will run into one is quite low. But I won't get into a relationship for the sake of getting into one. I would rather live alone than living with someone who will make me unhappy, or who would make me feel constrained or imprisoned in a relationship. So that's why I am not waiting for something better, but I am waiting for the one, let's say. And if I believe that I found the one, which happened to me already, I guess I would be perfectly happy with choosing that one and not having second thoughts afterwards, and investing myself to that one relationship. Anyway, so always need to have a cause. I don't like administrative and maintenance work, because I don't learn anything new from this kind of work. This is repetitive work. I want to learn something new when I do my job. That's why I like work related to innovation. Can burn out easily? Yes, sometimes I take it too far. Sorry. This is a very long description. I'm skipping this one. Let's check that one. Anyway, sounds like sales pitch. The complexity of character, unusual range of depth, strong humanitarian outlook. I am not sure if I am that humanitarian. INFJs may have the clearest insights of all the types into the motivations of others for good and for evil. I think this is not correct. I have witnessed ENFJs and ENTJs being much skilled at reading motivations of other people than myself, because they have tertiary SE. They can read the SE types better than me. Yes, I am better at writing than talking. It says they often possess strong personal charisma. I don't think I am that charismatic. It's rather I am not very aggressive, and I look non-hostile or unharmful to others. They feel that they can approach me without fear. So that people, I think it's not something like a charisma based on fear and respect, but charisma based on being non-intimidating, I guess. Yes, I am. I have graduated from civil engineering, but I don't like it. I think civil engineering is more like an ST type of job, so ST types would do better at it. If I were to get into another department, I would go for philosophy or social sciences or psychology, but I don't think I would earn a good living through them. INFJs are champions of the oppressed and downtrodden. Not so sure, perhaps ISFJs and ESFJs. They are often found in the wake of an emergency, rescuing those who are in acute stress. No, this is more like what ESFJ and ISFJs do. Another description. INFJ are not good at dealing with minutiae or very detailed tasks. That's correct. It is therefore not uncommon for INFJs to question their own sanity. As I said, I feel like an empty husk. INFJ's inner world is well described as playful, imaginative, colorful, mischievous, and daring. That's correct. I am like any inside my head, any type. Like the INFP, the INFJ can struggle with depression. I do not have that much feeling inside me, because I think that's because I have FE rather than FI. This may stem from feeling chronically unheard, useless, or misunderstood. Yes, that's how I feel lately in my job, as well as dissatisfaction from the session with INFJ careers or relationship rate. Yes, that's correct. Because I perceive the world so different and profound, INFJs often experience a sense of loneliness and isolation even when they are with other people. Yes, I cannot find that many people to relate to. They may see the world as deaf to or unconcerned with the truths they espouse. I wonder what truths I will espouse. The only truth I have is my understanding of Myers-Briggs. I don't know how this would help in the real world. I have this alignment chart that I prepared. INTJ, INFJ, ENFP and ENTP are located here in the chart. This is masculinity evil axis, this is end of the axis, this is the femininity good end of the axis, and this is the low superego, and this is the chaos it ends of the axis, coordinate axis. So ENTP, ENFP, INFJ and INTJ I identify it as two neutral characters because all these personality types have either auxiliary F and tertiary T or auxiliary T and tertiary F, meaning if we associate femininity with F function and masculinity with T function, that means their masculine and feminine sides are almost in balance, which means they are neither evil nor good. And also the INTJ and INFJ have dominant NI, meaning they are not as low-oriented like an SI type, and ENTP and ENFP have dominant E. They are chaotic to some extent, but they are not as chaotic as an dominant type. So in that axis they are also neutral, so all of them are true neutral characters, which means their allegiance is neither to chaos nor to law, and neither to femininity nor to masculinity. So they are in some respects at equal distance to all these four concepts, all the four concepts of chaos, law, evil, good. But as you can see, INTJ is in the evil side of the axis. That means they are true neutral, but they have evil tendencies. They can relate to the evil part, the ENTJ, ESTJ, or they can relate to the TE dominant and TE auxiliary types better, whereas INFJ can relate to the FE dominant and FE auxiliary types, whereas ENFP can relate better to FI dominant and FI auxiliary types, whereas ENTP can relate better to TI dominant and TI auxiliary types. So I wonder whether these four types are some kind of muses or representatives, bannermen of their respective quadrants. If they are, what's their purpose in terms of neutrality? What's their purpose? What's the meaning of them being true neutral and being representative of their respective domains? I think that means they can take their respective quadrant or domain, they can analyze it and present an improved or better version of it. So they can, for instance, an INTJ can take through innovation, can take the TE domain to a better level, to a more efficient level, whereas the INFJ can take the FE domain to a more efficient, more harmonious level. An ENFP can generate, innovate ideas to take the FI domain or quadrant to a better world, make it a better version of its previous self. They can improve it. Whereas the ENTP can take the TI domain to a better level, I guess. But how? And how I will do that as an INFJ male, how I will do that, how I will impact my world, what kind of tools should I use to make that impact? I don't know. At the moment as I said, I am isolated in my home. I am disconnected from society. I do not have a spouse. I do not have any children. I do not have any audience. Am I supposed to? I don't have a desire to go on a crusade or campaign to defend the FE domain. I am not in such a position, nor I have such a desire. What's my purpose in life? Nowadays, I just want to find an ENTP female. Actually, there is one at my workplace, but she doesn't want me. We tried it a little bit, but she didn't want me. And I think I could imagine myself spending time with her for the rest of my life. So I was able to think her as a life partner. So if I were to get in a relationship with this girl and get married, I think I would be happy, and I think that part of me would be fulfilled or satisfied, and then I would be able to connect better with the SE domain, be part of the living world, and then I guess I would feel a need to pursue something further. By getting strength from my family, I think that would propel me, my family, environment, my own wife, perhaps my children would propel me to pursue some other passion in life, and perhaps in that way I would be able to have some effect in real world in my later ages, perhaps. So that's what I think. As I said, I don't have. It feels like that my mind is empty, my heart is empty. I want to speak something from my heart or my mind. I want to speak or tell things passionately like other people do, but I don't feel or think anything of the sort. And I don't want to be stuck in just one area, like the case where I have been obsessed with Myers-Briggs, but I can't find any other outlet, any other venue, and I feel like I am stuck in life, unable to move on or move forward. But I hope in future time will resolve all this in future. I hope the future holds good things for me, and I wish the same for you. So thank you for listening, and bye.